A very good morning to class 6. Welcome to chemistry online class. Today we are going to study about the different materials. As you can see on your screen, so many different items are kept. So in chemistry, what do we call these items? Can you think of? We call them as matter. And in previous chapter we have studied that matter is something that has mass and occupies space. So as you can see, the matter is kept in front of your screen and they are occupying space, and they are naturally having weight also. They are having their mass. Some of the items are solid, liquid, and gas. How can you say? The space occupied in this container. So this is empty, but in chemistry what do we call them? They are not empty, but they have air in them. So we have studied that matter exists in 3 states, that is solid, liquid, and gas. So matter can exist in same state or in different states. Like we can say, if we are taking the example of water, so water can exist in all 3 states, that is in the ice form or in the liquid form or in vapor or steam form. And on the other hand, like if we take the example of pen, pencil, eraser or scale, so they are made of different substances. So in fact, matter has 2 important characteristics: the matter of a state and the kind of matter. Like we can say state of matter or the kind of matter. So in this chapter we will learn how the things are composed of different kind of substances or matter. Things are finally made of certain simple substances and they are called elements. And 2 or more elements of different kind can combine themselves, and when they combine they are forming compounds. And it is the element and the compound that accounts for the all kind of matter. So the name of our chapter is Elements, Compounds and Mixtures. It is chapter number 3, and now we are going to study about elements, compounds and mixtures. So let's see what is an element. So element is a substance that cannot be split into simpler substances by chemical means. So here, by the term chemical means, we mean that the method that we are bringing in a chemical reaction. Like if we take the example, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, magnesium, iron, aluminium. So these are the elements names given. So when we take these elements, so we cannot split them into simpler substances by chemical means. Why? Because they are already in simpler means or in the form of simple substances. Now here I am taking the examples. So here one pencil is taken and the chain is taken. So chain is a simple substance. How we can say, if I want to cut this into pieces, so what will I get? The same chain piece I will get. But if I am cutting this wooden piece or a pencil, while cutting I will gain here pencil with the graphite inside it. So it is a mixture, we can say. Now supposing I have taken these tablets. So in these tablets the mixtures are there, like we can say, or compound is there. How can we say? In this the contents are written here. The contents are written. What are the compounds present? So these tablets are consisting of mixture of simple substances. Now further, elements are classified in metals and non-metals. So what are metals? Or how we can identify the metals? So metals have certain characteristics or general properties by which we will be able to understand that these are metals. Like first point is given, metals have luster called metallic luster. They are generally hard solids but can be beaten into sheets and drawn into wires. Mercury is a only metal that is liquid in normal conditions. Then third point, when struck, they produce a sound called metallic sound or metallic clink. Then next point is, heat as well as electric current can pass through metals. So let's take the examples of metals. Now here on your screen you can see a steel scale is there, a wristwatch, then a cloth pin, then a button cell and a steel tiffin. So now I'll show you that why they are called metals or what kind of properties they are showing. So here you can see that they are shiny. They are shining. You can see here the shine. The reflection you can see. They have a shiny surface. So this is called the metallic luster. I'll show you this also. This is also a shining. If I show you this one, this is also showing a reflection. So this is also a metal. Same way this one. This is also showing a metallic luster. Now one more point you have studied for producing sound. They are producing metallic sound. So now I'll show you how they are producing sound. This I am taking a steel scale and then you can hear the sound. So this is called the metallic sound or a sonorous sound. If I use this, it is also producing sound. And these all are solid in state. Fine. So these are solid in state, shiny and then producing sound. Now one more point is given that they can conduct heat and electricity also. So you may have seen the electric wires. So in electric wires the copper wire is there and over that insulation is there of plastic grip. So through the copper wires the electricity is passing. So that is conducting heat and electricity also. So how we can say heat? As you can see your kitchen utensils in which the cooking is done. So in that the metal cooker is there or the kadhai or whatever you are saying. So they are all being heated and then only the heat is passed to the cooking food. So that means they can produce or they can pass heat and electricity also.